or whatever. But currently it doesn't look like that, because the next thing I need to do, it seems like, is all the way, which is basically required, not required, but it's done in almost all the playthroughs that people do casually, or whatever, is for the one for Noxtella. If you have
Yeah. Alright, well,
the grace before it.
time for... Yeah, I got the grace. I already know the whole cutscene, so...
I watched these. She's talking about Rot. Have you even summoned in your Mimic?
No, I'm not gonna summon in my Mimic for the first thing, just to get,
I mean, I survived until the end.
You survived till the end, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at least. Actually, no, I think it died like last second because of their Scarlet Rot. Because my thing was a bot and died to Scarlet Rot, but I spawned at the start. I know, well, first of all, it's scaling, but it's mainly just to make it faster. I know, but it's mainly also just to make it faster. It's so much faster when you do it like this, whenever you use Mimic and stuff. And that's why, even though I've beaten like all these bosses before, I just am doing it for the, Miles, so, I can't say that I did all of the bosses without dying, well, yeah, so I may or may not have accidentally fell off the edge of Margit. But to be fair, it's a bit easier now because I don't spawn right in front of Margit. And skip, that's 100,000 runes back. Yeah, nice.
But she gets up like right away.
Yeah, you can barely get a thing on her, like a stab on her. It's pretty hard. On Malenia. I don't know why, but I also like the voice. I feel like Margit or Morgat, both of them, they basically have the same voice lines, but they're like the only voice lines that I actually kind of like in the game. There's a few, like the death ones, but I actually like the...
Oh, second phase first try.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. The first phase, I'm not trying to be rude, the first phase, it's like, it seems kind of hard, but it's pretty easy once you realize it. But the only hard part I feel like about her second phase is Waterfall, and she does a really annoying attack. It's called like Scarlet Bloom, I think, where she like goes up on her wings. She's gonna be going up on her wings a while, but she goes up on her wings and then she like dive downs. Yeah, she's prepared to now. Yeah, once that blooms, while it's blooming, it does.
Christ, I just died.
I told you.
Wait, what do you mean your Mimic tier survived to the end? Mine is like almost dead.
That's what happened. My Mimic tier,
he's almost dead on the start of second phase.
No. I did the thing where I told you where I went to round table. I told you I did the thing where I just like, I just went on the opposite side of my Mimic tier, so that we were basically always getting hit, so I got enough staggers. And even if I couldn't hit the stagger because she stands up really fast, my Mimic tier somehow easily does the stagger, like, backstab thing, except you do it in the front. And we got a lot of backstabs at the first phase, but on the second phase it's so much harder. But the only reason he died, like I said, was, it's because I knew most of the attacks is why he survived on second phase, but it's like I said, he is an idiot, so he just went straight into the Scarlet Rot on the second phase.
Oh, she killed me with her waterfall dance. Damn it.
The waterfall
is
really annoying. And on the second phase it gets a bit worse. I think I've inflicted Scarlet Rot for each hit. And it's not like you can avoid it very well anyways.
Yeah, well she heals every time she does it. It hits you. You know that, right?
Yeah. Well, I know that. It's not noticeable most of the time, but when it's like Waterfowl, and she's getting like 7 hits per whatever, I don't know, she gets like 7 hits without you being able to dodge.
Oh, it's I know this is gonna sound really stupid, but it's way earlier in the night than I thought it was.
Yeah.
It's only it's almost 11. I thought it was gonna. I thought it was like 1, honestly.
I mean, I am not surprised. It's kind of the opposite for me. I was thinking it was kind of earlier, but most of the time, whenever I think it's kind of something like mid-ground, like 2 a.m., it's like 4. Oh my gosh. This is the one thing that I don't like, really, is getting to past the main gates or whatever in Stormville. Because it's so annoying to dodge these ballistas. No, it's the ballistas that you can't dodge very well.
I got a stab.
Yeah. I'm surprised that you're doing. I mean, I want to use Rivers of Blood, but I just don't know why. But I feel like Frost's Blade's been better recently. To me, it's gotten like a lot more. And I feel like I don't even want to be rude, but I genuinely feel like it has like the same rate of bleed almost because the damage it deals. This deals like a lot, and especially with the L2. The L2 actually, I think it's just because the katana doesn't deal a lot of damage, but the only way it does a lot of damage is when it gets the bleed procs on. Is why.
Oh, for me it's actually the opposite. I did not like the Blasphemous Blade at all.
That's fair. It's not that I didn't like the Rivers of Blood, it's just that after I used
Scarlet Rot is so
I'm like,
much.
dang, this is really good. Yeah, her rod is like really strong. I think it's because you're multitasking the rod is mainly why, but...
Yeah, is it alright if I take your share screen off just to get like a better...
Oh, I don't care, bro. Yeah, I'm speedrunning it anyway, so it's not like it matters.
Alright. Yeah, I might like in the future, like probably once I beat the because I might do the DLC. Are you gonna do it or no?
I know. I mean, I might take a little bit of a break and then do maybe the DLC.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing, honestly, because honestly, I feel like after 3 playthroughs, I'll be kind of tired of it, honestly. So
that's what I'm saying. I'm a bit tired of it right now, and it feels a bit repetitive. It so does take a while. Oh my gosh, I freaking these are the main one enemies that I actually hate, and it's these birds, because they're pretty hard to kill, and they actually just suck. Yeah, actually most of the flying enemies suck as a melee, but... I don't need any of these NPC summons, but I get them if they're really easy most of the time. Like for like Godskin, I'll get them. It does help a bit on Godskin, but I just get most NPCs just to help. And stuff. Like I'm getting new flicks, the fellow lyrics, the warrior. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but if it's like a really easy one, I'll summon it in. Just because it's not, it's like I said, at this point it's not even because I'm like annoyed, like I'm like doing it on cheap rate, it's just I'd rather get this done with like more God I summon in it, because it's a free one. Niflix the warrior, whatever, Nefaria, Lulix warrior, I summon in. Anyone that's like comes like free with it basically now, I just summon it in. Unless it's like a really fast user.
How do you dodge the waterfall dance?
It's like I said, honestly, it took me like 6 tries and to beat it in total, which sounds really small, but you get used to it, especially if you, but what I did was I just let my mimic play a bit aggressive, and I would kind of just do, so what I'm doing like right now, which I know you can't see, but I would like, so my mimic tier is like always staying right in front of the boss most of the time, but what I would do is I would just go in like, I would let him get most of the aggro, and every so often I would pretty much use a sprint jump, like I don't know how to describe it, but like you know the ones I keep talking about, the sprint jump dives, whatever, you like jump and then the heavy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just do that. And then I'd like roll back once or twice. But for you, it'd probably just be using L2 every so often.
Yeah.
That'd probably be good.
Are you thirsty? Noah. What? Are you thirsty? What? No, I'm not thirsty. What is this? Oh, it's full of sauce.
Yep, she just killed me again with her
Yeah.
waterfall.
That's why most of the time, it's like I said, where either I stagger her enough, or, so that she doesn't do it, or I let my mimic tank. What I would do, Miles, the reason that I think that it's, like, the jumping isn't that good for you.
Hmm?
Hold on. Just wait.
Oh my god, so I went like kinda camping yesterday. I have like a mosquito bite on my, I went like kinda camping yesterday.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, but I have a mosquito bite on my foot.
Yeah, but I would just, what I was saying was, I'm not trying to, like, persuade you, like I said, with, like, whenever I was using Rivers of Blood and you were using Blasphemous, but I think now it's the opposite, where I think you actually might be wanting using Blasphemous.
Yeah, but
just
how?
for this one fight. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm nowhere near the requirements.
Yeah, I just remember you don't have level. You don't have, like, any level.
Yeah.
I never had a problem with rebirthing. I rebirthed like once in the entire game.
A bunch.
And that was for Rivers. Well, I just stick to like one class. It's probably because I did a bit of research, but I also have my brother to like just ask.
Yeah, I was like really experimental, so I used all of the larval tiers. Rivers of Blood is good though.
Rivers and Blasphemous, I think, are one of the main ones that I use like entirely is Bloodhound. Then, like, it usually go Bloodhound. Then I can usually hold on to Bloodhound if I level it up a lot until after, what is it? After Morgoth, so I can go all the way to the Mountaintop of Giants, and then after Mountaintop, I'll go and get Rivers, because you can get Rivers of Blood after an invasion and at I think it's what, the third Church of America? Or is it like the first? I think it's the first. It's one in like the top right though of right past the lake in Mountaintop of Giants, and you'll get invaded by, I think it's Okina, and he'll have the Rivers of Blood. Once you kill him, you'll get it. So we'll just get that, and then late game, like against Malekith and stuff, I just don't see myself being able to win against like Malekith and stuff with Rivers of Blood, because I don't know why, but yeah,
Malekith sucked with the Blasphemous Blade for me. Like that, like I fought him with the Blasphemous Blade, terrible. Like
maybe you can have it max. I had it like maxed.
I had it maxed 10 all the way to 10. Terrible.
I have Rivers in that. I think yeah, Rivers in like Blasphemous is my
I switched to Rivers of Blood at right.
Yeah. To be fair, I did do that. When I was the one time that I fought Malekith with this, it was with. I hate this part. It's just a walking
dodge that first attack.
I actually hate this, bro. It's just the little walking sim. I hate, like, Malenia. What attack?
How do you dodge the first attack in her second phase?
Her dive?
Well, not the dive, I'm fine with the dive, but, like, the flower blooming. How do you dodge that?
You just stand away from it.
How? It blooms so fast. It's too fast to get away from it.
You dodge roll to dodge her, like, impact damage, and then you just sprint away.
Yeah, but it's too fast to sprint away.
I want to see you just try to like sprint away. And besides, if your mimic tier is still alive,
yeah, it is.
You should be able to.
She never locks onto it.
Also, what I would do for you, what I do is, whenever I start the battle.
What you know about DIY
Hmm?
Noah? Noah. What you know about DIY things you feel like this?
No, what I think is different between our styles is that other than like the weapon, obviously, I don't think the weapon matters the most. But I think it also might just be like because of your sword, because of your mimic tier. But whatever I do is whenever I summon in my mimic tier, I usually don't fight the boss until my mimic tier is fully summoned, and I try to walk slowly and try to play it safe.
What's she doing with the waterfall?
Yeah, the first waterfowl you can dodge the first attack of waterfowl by just spamming it out of it, but you can't. It's really hard to dodge the second.
The second one.
Like,
I always dodge the first
it's
one.
really
I can't
annoying.
dodge the second one.
Yeah.
For some reason, she literally my mimic tier was attacking her, and I was standing away, and then she did the waterfall at me. Why?
Yeah. I can do Malenia's run, but it's gonna take me a while. Like for my entire run today, it took me like 6-ish hours to get from the entrance of Leonia, so right after Godric, all the way to beat the game. It took me like 6 total hours, which sounds pretty
It's
short.
pretty good compared to the main game.
What do you mean the main game?
I mean, like when you first play it.
Oh, well, that was because first of all, I sucked. Second of all, I didn't know where I was going, even with my help of like brother and my research. And mainly it was just because
and the
I
bosses
was going
are way
optional
harder.
ways. Well, while I was going optional ways, like there was like stuff I was getting like talisman on accident. Where
Yeah,
I was
I know,
just
but
like
what I mean by the bosses are way
anywhere other than
harder.
where I need to go.
What I mean by the bosses are way harder is like when you first play them, you don't even know their moves, and your weapon isn't as good.
Yeah.
You could.
Although I didn't know what Malekith's attacks were, and after like 2 or 3 attempts, I got to understand his attacks fully, and I had only watched one video that wasn't even directly related to it. It was like just a full playthrough, and I wasn't really paying attention to Malekith. I just used Mimic here, and I got
What
it.
are we supposed to do about that dumbass attack? Fucking waterfall dance. Jesus. How do you dodge that? The second one.
What
Huh?
you need to time the second phase dodge, because the way it works is whenever I spam roll to dodge the attack on her first phase, it never works because when I do one roll and she doesn't hit me, but right before I do the second roll, like during the second roll, she starts swinging at me, so it doesn't actually protect me from her attacks. So you need to like time it, so you basically have to like wait like half a second, and then you have to roll for your second one. But what was I saying? But what I do with my mimic tier is I wait until the start of the battle. I try to like I try to kind of circle the boss without like playing aggressive, and wait until my mimic tier fully summons in, and the boss draws aggro to my mimic tier, and then I let my mimic tier get some hits in, and every so often I'm gonna go and do a dive jump.
Yeah.
And it's not like I
with
only
that,
stay away.
Like, I'm not
It's
sure
not like I
how
only
you
stay away.
I'm not sure how you did the boss like that, because she heals when she attacks your mimic tier.
It probably just got RNG. I don't know.
Oh, yep, there she
And
is.
it's not like she's getting a ton of hits on me with her stuff.
Yeah, but she's still getting hits on your mimic tier.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She is. It's not like she's getting a lot of hits though.
I'm literally using your strategy right now. My mimic tier is almost dead, and she has half of her health. Your strategy's so good, Zach.
Yeah, I don't know why it's drawing aggro to you. I don't know why it's drawing aggro to you.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know how your strategy worked at all. Because
I can show you.
She did 3 waterfall dances. 3. And like my mimic tier literally was almost dead, and she had half her health. because she kept healing. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Liurnia is one of my least favorite places since it's literally like a walking sim most of the time, and the bosses aren't even that fun. Like Margaret and Godric are a bit fun, but most of the time whenever you're exploring you can use your horse, but you have to go through basically the entirety from the entrance before Red Wolf all the way to basically Rennala without ever using your horse, which is like really fast, which is annoying. Oh yeah, and there's a lot of doors since it's like a castle. You work with a lot of
why is she drawing that? Dude, why is she only drawing aggro to me? She's like almost never focusing on the tier. Almost
That's so
never.
weird. Yeah, okay. Rivers of Blood does do a decent amount of damage, but it just feels so weird because like each hit, like the entirety of my L2, even with like max, even with like max level, I have Rivers of Blood at max. It does like 483 with the L2 attack. Blasphemous Blade does like 1,000, like, and 100 or like 800 for an L2. To be fair though, Rivers of Blood takes up like 1/3 of that, but it does like 10 FP. Versus Blasphemy, or whatever you want to call it, the attack, it just does like, it takes like 1/3 of FP.
I don't know, I didn't like the Blasphemous Blade.
I thought it was okay. It's not that I don't like Rivers of Blood, it's just I think late game, I think Blasphemous is a bit better for me at least.
Oh, honestly, I think late game Rivers of Blood was better. I only started using it on Malekith.
Well, it's weirdly, now that I think of it, I basically only use Rivers of Blood for like, oh wow, you got on here? I basically only use it for like a little bit of Fire Giant, and I don't even know if I won Fire Giant with it. But alright, I finally made it to the one right before Red Wolf. I found out that it's just way more efficient to ignore this first one instead of doing what I always used to do, which was kill it and then sneak past all of the sorcerers. But I found that it's just easier to run by everyone. I can't imagine doing this game on normal speedrunning. It'd be a bit annoying. I feel like you'd just grab Bloodhound Fang and then like never upgrade it until like, I don't know, like you get like literally like Blasphemous Blade or maybe Rivers of Blood, but probably like Blasphemous.
Well, you wouldn't get Blasphemous Blade because you wouldn't fight Rykard because he's optional.
He is?
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. I was like, well, I think Rykard's required.
You got some insane RNG on this boss, dude. Like, seriously.
I was thinking that, I was like, well,
you got, like,
if Rykard, well, yeah, I was also thinking the RNG. It's a bit of RNG with the attacks.
On her boss. Like, I don't know.
Is she just doing tons of balloons?
You got so lucky. You got so lucky.
Is she just doing tons of balloons?
That, and she's doing a lot of waterfall dances. She's killing my Mimic here incredibly fast. Like, yeah, I do not know. Like, you got really lucky with that fucking RNG because she's doing so much insane attacks.
I think Miles. You know why I think I like Blasphemous Blade? I think it's because Rivers of Blood is good. It's like I said, Rivers of Blood is good on kind of not the most tanky, but pretty slow-moving enemies, or else you can't get a lot of hits on, which is the main point of it, is to get a lot of bleed going. But the reason my strat it works is most of the time is because mine's a one-hit big damage, but it's a bit of a build-up. Because it's not one where you can still...
yeah, but that's why I think yours kind of sucks, honestly. In all honesty.
Well, I know.
Because it's super slow.
Funny. It's kind of funny how I kind of changed, we're both changed. I remember at the very start of the game I said, I want to be like a fast-hitting one, but even if it doesn't do the most, I want it to be like a fast-hitting sword, which is what Rivers of Blood is. and not be one that's a heavy hitter that takes forever to build up, even if it does a lot of damage. But I've kind of changed to more Blasphemous, which is a heavy build-up. It's not heavy
why I
build-up,
don't
it's
like
not like Great
Blasphemous is
Hammer.
because on fast enemies like Malenia and like on Blitzkaragi, Man, and Malika, it takes too long to build up.
I
In my
mean,
opinion.
but yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was literally, when I was fighting Redcliffe, that's kind of what I came to realize. I was like, well, now that I think of it, oh my gosh, get off Knight. I hate this Knight, bro. It's actually one of the most annoying enemies right now, because it's not required. Okay, I'm just walking straight into the boss arena. Bye-bye, Bozo. Oh, right, I need to do this, and he's probably going to be able. I thought this was a miss.
Dude,
Alright.
she does that attack more than once, that lunge.
What I was saying was the reason I think I've transferred to Blasphemous though is that it does enough. It's not like a really heavy though, like a Great Warhammer or whatever, where you need to like, which is like the strongest weapon in the game if you get build upon it. But that's what most people use to one-shot bosses. Is like, I think it's called a Great Warhammer or whatever.
Yeah.
But you see how this is where Rivers of Blood would be good, is on like Renala, where she's kind of idle. You see? That's where it would be good. I know. Well, I'm sorry. I'm on Renala right now, but where she's like on the ground and she can't fight back. Well, on stuff like this, on her second phase, where she's kind of always attacking and a little bit moving, I think that's where Blasphemous Blade is better, since you only need to get one hit and it'll do a lot of damage, but it's hard to get multiple hits on at once.
Well, I actually think that's when Rivers of Blood would be better, because with Rivers of Blood you can get multiple hits.
It's one of those things where...
And you can get
it's one of those things where she like dodges, she like dashes back or whatever away from you, the character, after one hit or like 2 hits.
Kind of.
Let's go. I'm surprised that was such a clean Renala fight.
Here's what
I one-cycled her.
With Renala, is you can get hits with fast weapons that you wouldn't be able to with slow weapons.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It depends on the boss.
Yeah, but but even for Renala, in my opinion, I don't know. I think both weapons are decent. It's just I prefer Rivers of Blood.
I know. That's what I said. I think they're both really good weapons, and honestly, one of the best. I don't even use Malenia. Malenia is probably the better version of Rivers of Blood.
Oh yeah. Well, Radon is the better version of Blasphemous, but it's like insane strength build.
I got it once, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really like it. It was kind of short-ranged.
Well, the problem with it is you need really, really, really good strength and endurance because for its heaviness.
It wasn't that bad, but it just wasn't. I had Bloodfang on as my main at the time, and I still think that my current one was better. I think Bloodhound Fang was still better, and I still think that it's most of the stuff is better than Radon's Star Scourge Sword. I want to show you what I did for Malenia, but to be honest, most of her second phase was RNG for me. But the most annoying is just water. If you get a lot of waterfowls or Scarlet Bloom ones.
Yep. She just waterfelled twice to get my mimic down.
Yeah, see that's like really happens. It's just because my mimic does most of it, and
did you see that?
And this is kind of weird, but you can also kind of tell when she's doing waterfowl, which it seems obvious because telegraphings. But if you do what I do, because I think our swords are different. Mine's a sword and yours is a katana. Mine's a great sword, standard, pierce, or whatever. But yours is it's classified as a katana, so it's classified as like lighter or whatever. Whenever I do a jump R2, it usually cancels the attack, but it's not like a stagger or anything like really broken.
Oh yeah, that's same for this.
I just don't know if that.
I think that's every jump
I just don't
R2.
know. Well, no, it's not all I know, but I just don't know if yours does that. Is what I'm saying.
It does.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I also hate these trebuchets. It's just so annoying. Alright. Oh my gosh, I forgot that I don't even have any pieces of the medallion. Yeah, you should be able to get it by the end of the night, though.
Oh, I think I will, especially if I stay, because I don't really have much going on tomorrow, so.
Yeah, I don't know if I have anything either. They're Church America and Fort Hyatt. The only reason I don't like grabbing the medallion is it's just annoying to go and travel all the way over there for no access. I think I can do it without getting it. Because there is like one or two ways. I think weirdly enough, I think you can go from I don't know if it's Magma Worm, but I think there is a boss that you can do, like a cave or whatever, in Leonia that
it's
leads
Magma Worm.
once you... Is it Magma? Okay, I don't know. I felt like Magma Worm. Makar,
yeah.
That once you do it leads to like a top part of
Yeah, look, she literally just killed my Mimic Tier with that first ability.
What weapon were you using before Rivers?
Huh?
What weapon do you remember what weapon you were using before Rivers of Blood?
Blasphemous Blade, and then Moonveil.
Oh, Moonveil. You should try dual wielding actually. I want to see if dual wielding might help. You should try it just like once. Even like it just, and if you can't put on like Moonveil, just try like Uchigatana.
I just put it in this hand. Let me try Moonveil.
I think Moonveil would be a bit better for damage, like direct damage. Okay, well, okay, that's what I was gonna say. Well, I think Moonveil is a bit better for direct damage, but if you don't have enough or whatever, or if you want more bleed, okay, thank goodness that counted. Or if you just want more bleed,
Katana isn't gonna be leveled up at all. That's the problem.
That's fine. I'm literally able to kill Draconic Tree Sentinel with like 3 kukris, a bow just for aiming. You could technically do it without the bow, and Uchigatana is basically what everyone uses.
Yeah, but
they use the
Uchigatana
and kukris.
leveled up at all?
No, I've beaten it. I think twice. Actually, it doesn't matter what level it is, but actually it does, I guess. But I did it with 0. It was level 0. It hadn't been leveled up at all. All you have to do is you have to get 2 charged R2s with the Uchigatana against the cliffside, and then you have to do an unsheath or whatever, I don't know how to say unsheath, sheath, which is an L2 and then R2. You hold down L2 and then you click R2 to go and properly do the attack.
Yeah, no, it's
whatever. But yeah, and then probably. I've used Moonveil like once as an attack before, but and then that staggers it, and then you just have to click an R. You just have to tap an R1. It's not like so it gets staggered. The Draconic Tree Sentinel gets staggered. It's not an R1. The R1, like the quick one. It's the R1 that isn't intended to do the stab like with most bosses, where you like backstab it, whatever, in like an eye or something. Whenever you click R1, Draconic Tree Sentinel should be down far enough that you're not able to backstab it, and once you hit it with an R1 while it's staggered, it should just fall off the cliff. I think I sent you an image or a video or whatever of me doing it, and if not, I can send you it. But it's easier than you think. When you get really used to it, you get used to it like really fast. Yeah, you get used to it like pretty fast. Are you gonna use the shield for parrying or just negation?
Just negation.
Yeah. The best shield that isn't the one that I have, because that's actually insanely heavy. It's like weighs like 30 bro, or like 20. It's like the heaviest thing in the game, basically. It's probably like, honestly, one of the better ones is there's probably like a remembrance one, but the best that I can think of is probably Draconic Tree Sentinel, and you get it automatically for beating it, the first boss of it. I mean, you can try it. It should just, I think it's called Dragon Great Claw Shield. It'll be at the very bottom. You'll see it. It's like the spiky one. Dragon Great Claw Shield. Oh, I think you just passed it. It was the second row, last one on second. Yeah, Dragon Claw Shield.
Strength.
How much? You're at what, 27 right now?
Yeah, I'm at 17 strength, and then you need 28. So.
Oh wow! I think you were at 27. Damn. Okay then.
For trying.
I have one other one that I actually really like, but it's just weird, and it's at the very start of the game. It was, I think it's called this Blue Gold Kite Shield. It's found in the forest and engraved by a merchant that you can buy it from. It's not like a hidden one, like a hidden merchant. It's really easy to find. But,
oh.
And I used it against Draconic Tree Sentinel since it was pretty resistant to lightning. And I think, like, other stuff, but... Yeah, so I just beat, Renala, and since I don't have any of the medallions, I'm just getting the other half of the medallion. I already got the easier one, the engraved one. Apparently you can not duplicate medallions, or not medallions, talisman, but you can get more than one, and it's in New Game Plus, but sadly you can't. It's just like Radagon Sword Shield to Scar Seal, you can't equip it, without replacing it itself. So like if I put on a Radagon Sword Seal, and I already have one on, in place of like, I don't know, what's it, like a known one, Radagon's Icon or something, it's just gonna swap the places. That's the only time I ever use swap place is when I'm using, it's usually when I'm on a horse, and I just want to go and change my right hand to be a torch, so I can see where I'm going, and I only usually do it in like Haligtree. It's like the one time I do it. I think I could do this, I could speedrun this game, and I could be in like top 100,000, but I feel it's only if it's like New Game Plus, because I could do this in normal mode, but it would be kind of annoying, because I feel like
more time, because you'd have
it
to
would
get
take
all
a pretty significant more time, just because I deal less damage. And I would most preferably want to do it in New Game Plus 1 for the most optimal. They probably have subsections for that. What number of New Game Plus you're on for the speedrun? Because there is New Game Plus speedruns, but...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the most New Game Plus one is New Game Plus 7. There's a lot of people who do New Game Plus 7.
I thought it was like up to 5. Yeah, I wonder how much it differentiates between New Game Pluses, and I wonder if there's somebody that has like a lot of them in the first ones, like if there's like one person that holds a lot of like the records for like the New Game Pluses, even throughout like different ones, like 7 to 6 and stuff.
Oh my god, dude, your fucking strategy, how lucky did you get? Oh my god.
Well, it's more of a one-hit strategy. Rivers of Blood is intended to be used for multiple hits most of the time.
I know. But how did your NPC
mimic
not get goddamn killed?
I told you, for the first phase, you just easily get staggers. You just get really easy staggers by attacking on different sides.
The second phase, they just absolutely destroy my mimic tier with, like, because she'll do...
In the second phase, I played more aggressive. Also, if you're struggling, I didn't do this, but I'm not trying to be rude, but if you're struggling specifically in the second phase, I would suggest using the Preserving Blouses. It removes, I think I already told you, but it removes...
I'm not struggling with Scarlet Rot.
But Scarlet Blood does get annoying, and it actually does a lot more damage than you think over time. Like, overall,
Well, yeah,
I
I
mean.
know it does a lot of damage, but that's not what I'm struggling with. Her like windfall dance and stuff like that.
Yeah, you just... Okay.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
You
The
can
windfall
get
dance is-
around Miles. You can get for your katana. You can usually only get up to around 3 hits consecutively before she dodge rolls back, and you're not. And then she like if she's gonna dodge roll back, and then you're gonna be swinging still because you think you can get more hits on, and then she's gonna go and like dash into you and like hit like a really strong hit.
Like I know.
I'm just giving you a tip. Sorry.
You're saying you're going to. Like I'm doing. I'm not. I know that when she rolls back, that's when she's done.
Yes, but well, that's obvious. I'm saying that you can only get up to like 3 hits usually before she rolls back. Okay.
And her stupid healing. Oh my god. Because she heals. Because also, I don't know how you got through this. Every time she hits your mimic tier, she heals. You know that, right? Like, I don't know how you got through that.
You've told me 7 times.
Oh my god. I don't know. I think it's just annoying. Like the whole health bar thing is annoying, where there's 2 health.
I don't like the double. I don't like the double bars.
I wish it was just half the health, because she heals and it's so annoying. Because here's what happens literally every single time she goes into her second phase. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Oh no, she did windfall dance on my mimic tier, and now she's at full health again, and he's dead.
I could give you the item from her remembrance. I haven't even used it. I haven't even used my remembrance.
Again, I don't think I'll have the stats.
I can check it, true. I mean, I would actually assume that it's pretty close to Rivers of Blood. I'll check it in a second. Once I'm at round table, I'm gonna finish this, get to the Grace. I'm just finishing this cutscene. I'm skipping, and then I'm gonna go to a Grace, and I'll check it at round table. And if you died, or if you somehow beat it, I'll... Okay. Just stay there for a second, don't...
Why does she heal so much? Again, I don't know what absolutely insane RNG you got with your fucking run. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I can probably send you my run. It probably won't help, but I see the Grace right now. Oh my gosh, there's the Knights Cavalry. I wasn't even paying attention because I forget it's nighttime. Alright, I'm almost. Alright, I'm at the Grace, so I'll teleport to round table and I'll tell you the stats. Oh my gosh, Knights Cavalry, this is the worst time you could be coming. My gosh, that's so annoying.
Wait, she heals when she hits my sword. Or my shield. So what's the point of having a shield?
To parry. Parry almost always gets some staggered equivalent.
I guess.
Alright, I'm gonna read the stats now and see if you have the stats for, whatever stats for the katana. That's the one you would want, right? The katana?
Probably.
I think she has... The other one is the Scarlet Bloom Sorcery, I think. Here, I'm checking it right now. Alright. Talk. Right, okay. Yep, okay. Remember, nobody cares about Gideon. Elden Lord. Okay, let me talk to you again. Remembrance. Alright. Dragon. Lotus of Rot. Plus nice. Rot Goddess. Hand of Malenia. Or unless you would want the incantation Scarlet. Anya. Which is the balloon, which is 35 feet. Oh wow. Okay, I think, yeah, so you... How much dex... Wait, stop, don't go to the fight. Check your stats. going to status. So you have what, 17 strength, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the main factor. 48 dex.
No. I have 28.
How much? Oh, fuck. There is... I know I have, like, 2 talisman that increases dex. Let's see.
I have all the legendary talismans.
Seal.
I probably have a couple.
I have Radagon Sword Seal, which increases one that you probably have. And then I have Dex here, the Prosthesis Wearer Heirloom. Increases Dex by 5. It's 1 entire talisman. And then you could also equip, oh no, you can't do America's Sword Seal. Actually, well, America's Sword Seal, I wonder if America's Sword Seal counts as a different item.
I probably have all the talismans.
You do.
Have.
It's legendary.
Yeah,
It's, well, not all of them, but it's legendary, so yeah. And then do you have Dragon Crest Great Shield then? Talisman? It's like the best one in my opinion, honestly, actually. It enormously boosts physical damage negation. It's a legendary one, I just don't know if you have it equipped, that was all.
Yeah, I don't have it equipped, I don't think.
It's really good. It's probably the best. It's probably actually what you want on right now.
I haven't paid much attention to talismans. So.
I don't even think I had it on when I was fighting her because I think I did them after. Here, hold on. Let me see your talisman. No, you go to equipment. You have Sorcerer. What? Wait, was that the stamina one?
Yeah.
+1 stamina. I wouldn't use stamina. And then what is that? The second one you have? You have the second Urge Refill. I'd get rid of the stamina for probably like Dragon Crest Great Shield.
Erdtree's favorite. Good. That's probably one of the best ones.
That's a legendary. It's the best.
Currently on is basically the exact same thing as you, except instead of.
I have the exact same stuff as you, except instead of what was your stamina.
Yeah, which one did you use instead?
Instead of stamina, which no offense, but I don't know how you use. I used to use it, but that was when I didn't have like any talisman. I have the Dragon Crest Great Shield talisman. It looks like a shield, like a square long shield, right next to your Flame Drake talisman. I see it. It's right below the America's Scar Seal. Yeah, there. Yeah, it enormously boosts physical damage negation, which will really help against your normal attacks. Which it doesn't sound like it'll be useful, but I think it also affects your mana too, so that might help Miles.
Yeah.
So yeah, just try that. Anyways, I'm off to go and cheese this dude for a 3rd time.
Oh.
Is it a 3rd time? Wait. I think it's the 3rd time. Yeah, I technically have an Uchigatana +7 right now, but I literally have seen people do the exact same strat with the level 0 that I'm using with my normal Uchigatana. And it worked the exact same. If anything, it actually might mess it up for me if I, like, get a stagger earlier. I mean, that's like the worst thing that could happen, you know? With it being a higher level. Well, I keep forgetting to test it. I want to test if, whenever I get the... Oh, right, I forgot to go and do Leonia. Frick. I forgot to go and do... Oh, I forgot, okay. Once I get to my next grace, I'm gonna go do it. But I forgot to go and talk to Ronnie. I need to progress the next part of her quest line, which is to go and do the farthest part that I've done, which is just to go and complete a quest for Nextella. But yeah, I mean the Dragon Crest Shield talisman may not help with like the water. Actually, it might help with the first phase water. Follow dance. I don't know if it'll help a lot though and stuff, but it should generally help. I would think, Miles.
Yeah.
Because it's probably one of the best, honestly, in my opinion. It's in total. I think it's maybe a retreat favor +2. I think it's the best. The retreat favor does basically every good talisman does. It raises HP, stamina, and equip load. Alright, let me go and progress this storyline.
This boss is... I feel like this boss would be a lot more fun if it didn't have this stupid healing mechanic. I feel
I
like
think
that's gonna
the
ruin
healing
it.
should just be nerfed. I think the healing should just be nerfed.
I know,
So it's
because
not like doing
it's
a
like
ton.
she'll waterfall dance my NPC and she'll gain back like half of her health.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just seems like really overpowered in a way.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope that her katana does, like, I hope it heals you when you actually use it, or else I feel like that's kind of...
It's hypocritical in a way, but to be fair, bosses are way more over. It's like those memes where it's like when you beat a boss and then they get added to your team, and it's like you're fighting a boss and they summon a meteor out of thin air, like Radon or something. And then when you add them to your team, it's just like all it ends up doing is just like a little like pebble, or it's like fire rock.
Yeah.
It's gonna, like, Malenia is gonna do, like, I think actually her thing does waterfowl as her L2. I don't know what her actual,
Yeah,
like,
I do know
attack
that it's
does.
waterfall for
Because I'm gonna be honest, it's like I said, I haven't even used my remembrance. I used one on that Malekith, but that was just because I asked Aiden, should I become the first Elden Lord, or should I become a bird? And he goes bird, and bird was Malekith. Malekith looks like a bird, I don't know if it is a bird, but he looks definitely like a bird.
Oh.
At least with his armor, he does. Because he has like a beak. It looks like a crow. Yeah, I'm just going to... I'm gonna have to go and do Loretta Knight or whatever, the easier one. The ghost one. Equivalent of gold free. But, and then I'm gonna go and progress storyline, yeah, somewhat, because I just realized I can't do a quest line yet. I don't know why, but I don't really like Nokron anymore. It's just kind of annoying to explore, I feel like, most of the time. Until you get down to, like, Regal Ancestors period area, before that it's kind of annoying to explore, you know?
Yeah. This boss is so ass.
This takes forever, I know.
I feel like I'll probably think it's fun after I beat it, but right now it kind of sucks.
That's literally everything from, like, every boss for me. I mean, especially stuff like... I mean, most bosses, I mean, still, but...
I mean, it'll be satisfying to beat her.
Yeah, I mean, it's like equivalent of P5, it's like I said, it sucks. But once you beat it, you feel so accomplished to the point where you're like, dang, I don't feel like not above it anymore. You'll get over it once you beat it eventually. After like 10 minutes, you'll be like, wow, that's such a cool boss fight. Which you might not say, but at least that's how I kind of went. Even on stuff like Fire Giant, well, actually not Fire Giant, but literally any other boss than Fire Giant. Even Draconic Tree Sentinel, I'm like, it's a kind of cool boss. The only thing I don't like about
Draconic Tree Sentinel, I actually liked it a lot.
It's really hard, and two things is that it's I don't know, it doesn't feel like a normal boss arena, and it's specifically that if you, like, I might be a skill issue, but like literally I've like genuinely staggered around like every boss, and if I haven't staggered it, I've seen it stagger. But Draconic Tree Sentinel, it might be because it's like a 2 boss, but it's also a 1 boss. It's kind of like what you complain with Godskin Duo, but to you that might seem like an over exaggeration, but it's 1 health bar, but 2 like enemies. It's the horse and the rider. It's mainly the rider, but the horse is really annoying with the
they're not
bars,
in
especially when you're just trying to be fast.
Which is the problem with Godskin Duo.
I suppose. Godskin Duo, I've never had a problem with Godskin Duo after like my 3rd attempt or whatever. I've died once or twice on it on my last playthrough, but that was more of a skill issue on my part.
Which is kind of weird because Godskin Duo is seen as like the worst boss in the game to like the entire community. I'm not even joking. That's not just me.
That's what I know. My brother, I told my brother that was like my point, and he goes, Well, Morg and I had said, well, you said you didn't really like Godskin, but to me it wasn't that hard. After I kind of just built up some, like, I just, like, grinded for, like, 30 minutes. I just literally grabbed, like, sleep pots. I upgraded my mink tier to, like, +6. And some of my, I think I was using rivers still at that time, my first playthrough. But yeah. I'm getting Lagetta right now. I'm getting to her among the store. Yeah. I don't know what. Oh wait, your move tier is still. Is it still not 10?
Yeah, it is. It's 10.
Really? It just doesn't feel 10. Oh my gosh. What do you have in your physic? I know you said you don't use your physic a lot. I don't either. The only time I usually use my. On my first playthrough, I only used I had my physic as an actual healing source. I had 2 crimson tears in it, so it just healed me for full, no matter what. But now I've always just never really used the crimson tier. Right now I have it as mainly damage negation. So if I'm like getting kind of low, I can use it and then use a flask. And if I get hit, I should take a little bit less damage than I normally would.
Yeah. But look at my screen. She just did her waterfall dance. She was at half health. Okay, this is actually a pretty good.
Yeah, I don't really like the waterfall dance, especially sucks on the second phase. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it inflicts Scarlet Rot, if I'm correct.
It does. I've been hit by it.
I know you can't see it, but if you were like looking at my screen right now or whatever, you would see what I'm doing, which is just whenever my main tier is attacking, I like roll back. Oh my gosh, I can't find my freaking thing. I'm trying to find my. Okay, dodge from you. I find my weapon. Taiwanese, I say. The only thing that I don't like is that, oh my gosh, wait, am I heavy loading? How am I heavy loading? Oh, because I have a crossbow on. The only thing I don't like about, what was it? About this entire game mainly, is that you can, like, I don't hire another playthrough, or you have to go and save your file beforehand. I
was so close.
Oh, that was so close.
Yeah, she was like one hit, and then she did her stupid waterfall dance.
I've got it down too.
Hell, oh my god.
I've gotten her down really low and I failed.
Honestly,
I think the worst though is when I've gotten Draconic Tree Sentinel. That's the main reason I hate Draconic Tree Sentinel. It's that all his attacks, and he doesn't stagger like ever whenever I'm normally fighting him. I feel like it might be a skill issue, but it's mainly just that, and that was it, and that I got him down to 1 HP, bro. It wouldn't be normally as bad, but since I only got him down to 1 HP and then I died, it obviously was a complete skill issue. If I actually locked in for literally more than 2 seconds, I would have won it, because it's like I think I told you when it happened. He was 1 HP, and I was spamming attacks, so I wasn't caring about dodging. I still had like 2/3 of my health left, like 3/4 of it left. So I wasn't planning on dying. I wasn't like expecting to die.
Well, I mean, are you ever like planning on
I wasn't.
to die?
Sorry, that's what I said. I wasn't intending, and I just realized I was stupidly avoiding it, so I was expecting me to die when I had like 3/4 of my health left. So I was just swinging away, and I missed, and he hit me with a strong slam. I think that's one. It's like I know I have a lot of things to complain about, but he does have a lot of heavy attacks. He's a pretty early boss, I would consider. He's like what, the 5th boss, 5th required. So.
Oh, okay, she went over to my mimics here. Alright, come
Yeah.
on. My mimic tier is
But
looking
the
good.
reason your mimic tier is dying, no offense, it's because the mimic tier is so stupid because it decides to go, hey, even though it can easily dodge most attacks, it goes, you know, directly taking damage, but I'm building up a lot of Scarlet Rot. And since it has a lot of HP, the Scarlet Rot, it doesn't heal thing. It can't like heal off the Scarlet Rot. It's physically impossible. That's probably why the mimic tier is hard for it to deal with. Yeah, that's one of the reasons that mimic tier is hard to use, is because it dies to Scarlet Rot because it can't heal it.
Well, and it runs directly into her big attack with the Scarlet Rot, too.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying. It's that since he can't heal it off, no, not from his like her physical attacks. Your NPC, your mimic tier, doesn't. It can't heal.
What just happened?
Waterfowl.
Did you see that? What just happened?
Yeah,
it wasn't waterfowl. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
It was.
Dude, no, it wasn't. She literally went into the air.
It looked like waterfowl. It's probably Scarlet Rot because you had full Scarlet Rot.
No, it was literally like I just straight up ticked all the way down in like an instant.
Okay.
What the hell?
I'm pretty sure Scarlet Rot, you get hit for more damage.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain it, but if you have like say you're like walking in a lake of poison, and you already got inflicted poison.
I saved last minute. Next time I die, I'm gonna go watch that and see what happened. Because it was not. I do not think that was just Scarlet Rot. Because if that's just Scarlet Rot, then it's impossible to survive. Because it was literally like I was at like full HP. She went up for some sort of attack, and then I just immediately went to like low.
Yeah, what I was saying though, I think was, it's like if you're in a lake of poison, if you already have been inflicted by poison, you're just going to be taking damage. But if there's no real way for the game to make it more deadly if you stay in the lake of poison, I think they make it so that the poison, it doesn't decrease at all in the unit. But I also think that it does more damage. So that's probably what Scarlet Rot was doing, where you were probably being hit by her like Scarlet Bloom or something. Or like you got hit by one of her attacks, so it dealt extra Scarlet Rot damage. I also really hate it when a boss is like that. Not only did she heal, but mainly that she healed, but mainly that she was like, I wonder if I need witching branches. Mainly that she was like able to, that she only had one hit left. Sometimes you can't tell if like a boss only needs one more hit until their second phase, but where she was on her second phase.
Oh my god. Do you want to know what happened? Okay, so you know that attack where she sends like a bunch of NPCs down at you?
No idea.
You know
NPCs?
You don't know that attack?
NPCs.
The one that she does all like where she sends all like...
I was gonna say I probably do know what it is. It's just I'm not trying to be rude. You probably just aren't explaining it in a way that I can understand.
Where she sends the humanoid enemies down at you that like stab and stuff. You don't know that? How don't you know that attack?
Just send me the image of the video. When you're done with this.
Well, no, it's like it's like impossible to see if you don't know that attack, which somehow you don't. Which is
Miles, I was about to say I probably do. I just am not able to think of it right now. I've only fought it a few times.
No, it's like
so I don't remember the most.
It's where she like goes up in the air, right? And she sends like a bunch of different like humanoid Scarlet Rot creatures that do like a specific like
Oh,
choreographed
I think I
thing.
know.
Yeah,
I think I know.
she went up, and I
So
was
it's-
standing directly under her when she did that.
To be fair though, this is gonna sound like another thing that I'm being annoying about. To be fair, it's like I said, Scarlet Rot still does, surprisingly, it does more damage than you would think over time. Like, even though even to me, like, I was like, oh wow, okay, this just looks like the same damage as poison. When I look away for genuinely more than, like, 3 seconds, I remember I was looking on a map once, I was in, like, the Lake of Rot, or whatever it's called. The one with, before, was it, Estelle? And I was like, okay, yeah, I mean, I forgot about it. And I was like, I don't know how, but apparently my instinct just tells me to go and look back at it. And I like look back at it, and I'm at like 2 HP, and the Scarlet Rat's still ticking. So I like barely healed in time. I don't know. I'm still gonna cheese Draconic Tree Sentinel. He deserves it. I don't know how, but somehow I was able to do it first try in my previous playthrough. I think I just have to prepare a Kukri.
Yeah, I feel like you have to get a lot of RNG for this boss. Like just with the even like with the waterfall.
Not
things.
even, I'm not even trying to be. Also, just all bosses. It kind of depends. Like if you
Yeah,
like, sometimes for me, whenever most of the time I save. Most of the time I save my like my like first attempt on like a boss beating it, or not first attempt, my first time beating a boss, or whatever.
Fell dances, like every single time that she's gotten like I've
But
almost
what-
killed her, she's done like no.
Yeah.
So it's kind of annoying because
What I was saying though
you
was.
get lucky with that.
Sorry.
I'm just saying it's.
Yeah. What I was saying is. Me personally, whenever I look, sometimes when I'm bored or whatever, and I'm just deciding a game or whatever, like if I want to take a break from Hollow Knight or something, I would like look at like a clip of me of just like beating a boss, and I even just confidence, just kind of like go back and be like, dang, that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
But okay, time to go and try to cheese this first try. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Oh, I definitely messed it up. Oh, I just gotta wait in time. But like whenever I look back at the boss, most of the time it's either crazy RNG and I'm like, yo, how do I get that crazy RNG? I feel like it's on like the ones that I find the hardest, where it's like Fire Giant and stuff. I'm like, okay, I thought he found me. I thought he saw me. But it's usually on the ones that I spend the most time on RNG-wise, like Fire Giants and stuff, or Draconic Tree Sentinel.
Yeah. I'm surprised that you beat Malenia so fast, because, like, again, she's, like...
I beat it, yeah, like 6 try, bro.
Yeah, because she's seen
Okay,
as, like,
I failed this miserably. Oh, I failed this attempt miserably. I failed twice, so I'm just gonna die. Actually, it's easier to die to avoid. Whee! Nail! Not there! Snail! 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 Oh. Oh my gosh, I have to go all the way. Oh my gosh, I hate when that happens. I just like died. So I failed like 2 times in a row or whatever on him properly or whatever. Getting okay, yeah, there's super stuff there. I'm getting Draconic Tree Sentinel properly for like the cheese, and you could just say you could do it normally, but I could care less because it's honestly I kind of find it more entertaining than actually doing it normally. But anyways, and I've already beaten it once. I find it. I like. What was I saying? I don't know. Whatever. I have a very goldfish mind.
No, oh my
Oh
god.
that was
Oh
pretty
my
close.
god.
That was pretty close. Other than she using, other than her using waterfall, which got like her back a ton of her HP and killed a ton of HP. That was a really good attempt.
Yeah, I know. See, the waterfall, it's like... But do you see what I mean with, like, the RNG thing?
Yeah.
Where it's like, if she wouldn't have done that, I would have won. Like, or... okay, I shouldn't be that confident, but I probably would have won. You know what I'm saying?
You would have been close. Yeah, you probably would have won. I know what you're saying. No, I say that sometimes where it's like, bro, if it wasn't for that attack, what I was saying was I don't like Draconic Tree Sentinel because there was lightning too. He had a lot of ranged attacks, and it's not like they're weak ranged attacks for your level. They're like pretty strong. Yeah, the bleed is really good, actually. I just haven't used bleed in a while. I think Blasphemous does a lot of damage overall in like 1 or 2 hits, but like bleed weapons like Rivers of Blood do a lot in a matter of a few hits. Like I just used Uchigatana, and it did the equivalent of 1 Blasphemous Blade hit, like 1 or 2 Blasphemous Blade hit, and like 2 or 3 hits. It's the equivalent. It's really close to the equivalent of that. And this is in Uchigatana. This is our like the earliest game weapon. You can literally spawn with this.
Yeah, I got Uchigatana at spawn.
I didn't start with Samurai. I started with Vagabond for the best armor class in my opinion. Because of armor. And for Samurai,
they have the best vigor.
And it starts with the bow. But yeah, they also have a lot of vigor. Though I just started with Vagabond because I think it personally has the best armor specifically.
Well, do you think it has the best armor? Do you think it just looks cool?
Starting. Well, okay, what?
Because I remember you were like, oh, it looks so cool.
I said it looks cool. I did say that, but I don't directly... That's not the only reason. Samurai armor looks cool too. Don't get me wrong, yes, Vagabond's armor does look cool. Okay, why is he not healing these?
I don't know. I think all the starting... I'm pretty sure most of the starting armor is, like, very similar.
I mean, most of them are, other than Vagabond and Samurai, since they actually have full armor, I feel like.
Other than
Wretch is my favorite. It's Wretch, I'm pretty sure. Wretch, I think you mean Wretch, right? Is it Wench? It might be
it's Wench. It's Wench.
It might be Wench. I think it's Wretch. I thought it was... Is it Wench? I thought it was Wretch. Don't you dare hear me and start walking towards me.
Yeah, but okay, I'm dead. Yeah, she killed my...
What was I saying? It has one of the... Honestly, I could be wrong, but it has, like, a really good starting armor. It's probably one of the best starting armors that I could think of. Because that armor, I think I actually had it all the way until Godfrey. On my first time, I had it, like, I think I beat Godfrey barely with it, and then I went, oh, Radon's is better. And then after Radon, I go for, a while after, I just go for Veteran.
This is... Why does she always try to attack me, it feels like? Instead
That's what I'm saying. I wait until the very start, at the very start of the battle, I wait. Okay. No way, well, I feel like it's one of those things
not the start
like,
of the battle, though.
No, I know, that's what I was saying. I was talking about mine for a second. where I just realized, bro, Draconic Tree Sentinel, I threw a cookery, so he would, like, pay attention. It's like Spider-Man. They pay attention to the noise. So I did, here we go, okay. One. What the? Okay, that's actually horrible RNG. What am I even supposed to do? I hate this. It's RNG. This is why I don't like this boss fight.
Yeah, I don't know how you hate Dragonic Tree Sentinel and
it's just so
think
annoying.
that Godskin Duo is good. That's my question.
No, Tree Sentinel. Okay, because you just take some time to prepare, and you can get insanely easy if you just use Medic Tier and the summon. I beat on my last playthrough. I couldn't get the summon, so I literally just did it with me and Mimic Tier. I think I messed up. I died once on purpose. That was the one time that I told you I died on purpose on a few of the boss fights. That was like the one. That was it, and that was so that I can go in because it wouldn't let me summon the dude to make it easier.
Yeah.
And I was confused, so I died because I thought it was because it didn't know.
Most players did it without the summons or the Mimic Tier. Like
Okay, I can still do it with literally all I could do. Literally, Miles. The main reason that boss fight is easy. It's like I said, I still did it with on my previous playthrough with one summon, which sounds, you know, like, oh wow, that's still a summon. But
yeah, that's still way better than.
But still a summon. Yes, you could. The main reason the boss fight's easy is because first of all, I actually had a decent weapon, not even on New Game Plus, but on my normal playthrough, I had really sleep pots. It's actually really broken, and you can just either use sleep pots, and if you really don't have sleep pots, if your class, you can use Saint Trinity your arrows, or you can use Saint Trinity sword. It's much easier than like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just confused why you like the double boss fight with two enemies, which nobody likes. Nobody likes double boss fights, rather than the Draconic. Why? They're terrible.
It's fine. What?
How is it fun to get double raped by two bosses?
I don't. I sleep out one. Or just sleep one. What's?
Okay, I've never used whatever you're saying there.
Sleep pots?
Yeah, I've never used any of those.
Oh my gosh, that's like half the it's like the part that makes it the boss fight easiest. Okay. You just put one to sleep for like half the boss fight.
Pretty much nobody uses those.
I'm not even trying to be rude. Everyone uses sleep pots if they're struggling. I literally know speedrunners that still use it.
Yeah, because speedrunners are getting the game done as fast as they can.
So wouldn't that make it easier?
Yeah, but just what I'm saying is, I feel like it's really only whoever, like, the speedrunners that are using them and you.
I've seen people that have it on speedrun. My brother uses them. So.
I don't know, I have never seen anybody use whatever you're saying.
And you don't even have to use sleep pots, bro. You can use, like, there's like 7 other options. Just anything that puts one of them to sleep. And putting them to sleep makes it so especially in just double boss fights, is the only good time to use them. Like, it's just so much better when you use them.
I feel like double boss fights are literally like the worst types of boss fights. They're worse than the 2 health bars, in my opinion, because it's 2 health bars plus more. Because it's 2 health bars at the same time.
Malenia is hard or Godskin?
Godskin's way worse of a boss fight. They're way more annoying.
Is it a better design, do you think, or is it?
Yeah, Malenia is way better design than Godskin.
Okay, but do you think Godskin's a bad design because it's just a bad fight, designed. Or?
It's the worst designed boss in the game.
I don't even know how you consider it hard.
Yeah, literally, you're like the only person who actually likes Godskin Duo.
I didn't say I like it, but I definitely don't think it's that hard.
I don't know how you consider your Dragonic Tree Sentinel hard.
I don't consider it, I told you, I consider it hard at the start of the game. I don't consider it hard now. I would just preferably like to get it done faster, and I just don't like it as in total.
Well, I'm sure that when I redo Draconic Tree Sentinel on New Game Plus, I'll probably find it pretty easy.
I think it's also the fastest boss in the game, basically, too. And there's like 2 ways to hit it. Most bosses you can... Draconic. You can hit like most bosses are just like...
There are some attacks that the Godskin Duo does that is so much faster than the Draconic Tree Sentinel. Like that, the fat one that like goes and rolls around.
Okay, you can just dodge roll through that. You literally, it's not even hard. You can actually get hits on him while he does that.
What do you mean?
And you can't in almost every scenario too. Yes, you can.
Okay, you dodge roll through it, and then he's like tacked on you, so he's still like trying to kill you.
I'll show you. I can't right now, but I do that all the time.
I do not know what you're talking about. Yeah, you can dodge through. Oh my God! Yes, 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 yes.
Second choice done.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh my God. Oh, let's go. Whatever. Let's stop arguing. Oh my God.
That's fine. I wasn't trying to be rude. I'm not trying to bring it back up. I'm just saying that I don't like Draconic Tree Sentinel because I don't know why, but I consider it hard. In Godskin Duo, maybe it's just because I use summons, which is probably why in NPCs. But I personally like it better. I don't know why specifically. I can't really figure out myself, but I just personally like it more than...
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like guts. I just don't like double fights.
I don't know. I don't know why I dislike this one. I don't know.
Well,
I think also, it has a lot of HP, too.
Here's the thing, Zach, with me personally, I like my fights to be simple. Like, I really don't like using all the extra stuff all that much. Like,
I try to, sometimes it depends on the fight, but I don't try to go, like, full Draconic Tree Sentinel takes, like, 2% extra damage to,
well,
hold on. If you take, like, 2 extra damage to, like, fire, I don't care about getting fire grease. But if it's like, if there's a cheese to it, like there isn't a cheese to Godskin, so I have to do Godskin normally.
It is I'm kind of sad though now that I've completed, now that this playthrough's over, I'm not, I spent 187 hours with this character.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Well, probably
on my one playthrough, yeah.
Well, I don't think it's in this playthrough, but I spent at least 80 in this playthrough.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I know, that's fair. Yeah.
Well,
I spent in one playthrough in the game's 100 hours around on Hollow Knight. Or probably Subnautica, I'm like...
I have 120 hours in my one playthrough of Hollow Knight.
Exactly one day on my Subnautica.
I have a day in
Yeah, I can't check it now because factory reset. I can't check now because of factory reset, but I can just check actually I spent like 1 minute, less than 1 minute in Godseeker mode trying to see what a Godseeker was all about, even though I searched it up. It's not that good. I have 146 hours.
Let me check my Hollow Knight. 158 hours in Hollow Knight.
Oh wow.
Well, remember, I probably left it on while going to do stuff, but still.
Okay, I did play one playthrough like a long while ago, but I didn't even get past like False Night, I don't think so. Less than an hour. So that doesn't really matter. I do remember. It's kind of what happened with Elden Ring, where technically my very first playthrough I didn't even beat Margit. I got my brother to because I was during the hype of Elden Ring and he had it. Yeah. And I hadn't actually beaten it, but I was playing it and I was struggling on Margit. So I told my brother, because we don't share it, I told him if he just beats it for me, he said like, alright, time to get off in like 10 minutes. And I go, if you just beat Margit for me, because he's already at like Fire Giant or something. I told him if he just beats it for me, he can get on then. So I just didn't even, that's why I had Margit's achievement before I even started really playing my first playthrough.
Yeah.
Which I feel a bit like, I don't know, yeah. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean though. It is a bit like sad to go and get rid of your first save. especially because I spent the most time in that. I usually spend the most time in my first playthrough in most games and stuff. Cause it's like you know most games where you get better as you play. So yeah, but like.
Well, yeah, you spent like in your first playthrough, like first save at least.
55.
Factory. Yeah, but you spent like
For factory reset, I spent at least 55. No telling until how far I could have gotten. Probably like 80, I would have guessed. To get where I would want to, like on my on my second playthrough, which is my first play, like actual Godfrey and stuff. That only took me like to like 10 hours to get to where I was in or whatever. That was because I did research and stuff too. But I fought in most bosses and my skill still improved, even though I wasn't on the thing. My skill still improved. I'm in Leyendell right now. I just entered Leyendell after Draconic. And I'm speedrunning to. I mean, at all. Like, because the last place I remember I was fighting was Godskin, I think. And then I made it to Malekith, and I fought it once, and I didn't even have, I don't even think I might have had it, but I don't think I had, oh, where am I going? Where am I going, though? I'm throwing. I hate this one, it's a putrid. Oh, Miles, you said that there was like a boss, you would consider it a boss, but it doesn't have a boss health bar in Ashen Capital? Ashen Capital? A while ago? Was that, I bet you, was it oh, it does? It has like an H, what is it called?
I don't know, it's not an achievement. I forgot what it was called, and it's only after beating Malekith.
Yeah, well, I don't know, is it like, so it has a boss health bar, meaning it doesn't have like the health bar of a normal enemy, it had like its own name and stuff?
Yep.
Dang.
Yep, Sir Ofnir the All-Knowing, I think.
I thought you might have been talking about the tree spirits then. I thought you were talking about the tree spirits then or whatever.
He's one of the characters in Randy's quest line.
Oh, okay. I suppose I'll find out.
Yeah.
It feels so weird that I'm just like, I'm getting like so, not trying to be egotistical again, but it feels so weird that I'm like already at like Godfrey or whatever. I'm getting really close to Godfrey. Like I'm about to reach the set of grace that I always am at before Godfrey. Even though there is the Statue of America. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
in my opinion, this is my favorite section of the game. The most fun. It has Morgott, and it has Goldfree, which are kind of my favorite bosses. Morgott's my favorite, but...
Alright. Begin Journey 2.
Begin Journey 2. I know, bro, that's how I felt. And then, honestly, because you're going to do up to, like, 4, probably, or 3, I think I'm on my 4th, technically, which is going to be my final. I need to check my phone and see if I've skipped any parts of